What's up? It's producer BenFord, and you came here to figure out what the heck Reason Studios is. Let's get to it. Yo, first of all, welcome to all my new subscribers, and thank you to all my old subscribers. Let's talk about Reason. What is it? In the words of one of my subscribers, Ashley Prince, Reason is the DAW that's now. Why is it now? It is the only DAW that gives you all the tools you need to do everything you need to do. I'm talking about producing, recording, mixing, and mastering, all within a DAW that you don't really have to buy anything extra for. But if you do, the sky is the limit. You can even perform. That's not what I do, so I'm not going to teach you about that. But you could even perform with this DAW. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to walk you through the DAW and what you see when you first open it up, so you can understand what you are looking at and why this DAW is something that you need to consider before you jump to everything else. Now, I will tell you, I ain't paid by Reason, but they do make sure that I always have access to the software. So thank you. And I will also say this, I've used Logic, I use Logic. I've used Pro Tools, I use Pro Tools. I use Ableton, I don't use Ableton. I've used some other stuff, but Reason has always been something I went back to because it works really quickly for me. And I hope that it works for you. So let's get to it. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with production. I've pulled up a session that I used to do a car commercial, and we're probably not gonna listen to it at all. We're just gonna walk through everything that you have here. So in terms of production, Reason Studio comes with all of these instruments. If you don't know what they are, you can go here to your left side and you have a browser, and it allows you to see all this stuff that just comes with it, built in. You got Kong, the redrum, which I love. People were hating on me for using it, but it works great. Dr. Rex loop player, all of these other different things. One of my new favorites is Mimic. If you haven't used Mimic, wow, man, you'll love that. All right, let's see what else we got. Now, and that's just the standard ones. And then there's Reason Studios devices that comes when you get to Elements, you know, because they have that, I mean, not Elements, Reason Plus, Companion, whatever it is. When you use that, you get all this other stuff like guitarists and algorithm. One of my other favorites, where is it? Radical keys and process piano. And if you want some really wild, far out stuff, scenic hybrid instruments. All of this comes standard with Reason. So you don't have to really do anything. It comes with the drums. If you go over here, you'll see this right here at the top. You'll see Reason Studios, and it'll give you all these sounds. If you go to orchestra sounds, they got a bunch of different sounds in here that you can use. Some are samples, some are actual instruments, like these are just instruments. Factory sounds, comes with a bunch of them. And see all these Dr. Rex loops and Dr. Rex, like all this stuff are drums that you can just drag and drop. And the cool thing about them is they're all tempo based. So if the tempo here is 113, the loop you drop is 113 every single time. Now, one of the other things that you get with Reason automatically if you get the subscription is your ability to use all of the players. So players is something that Reason introduced. A bunch of different people like Scalar back initially like introduced something to help people get through chords and make music even faster and bring music to people that may not have gone to school for classical piano and been able to just, you know, blah, like I can, right? But anyway, you know, they have these built-in devices which come with it, which is Scalar chords. I have a tutorial. You know what? I got a tutorial. I'll put it right here that shows you how the weird way that I use scales and chords, excuse me. They have the different way that I use scales and chords. Beat map, which is really cool. You drop it on any beat player, it kind of figures out what it's gonna play, and it does the rhythms for you. You got dual arpeggio, which is really cool. It does arpeggios, and then you can layer them. Echo, which is like a really, really controlled delay, which is pretty cool. Then you got these new ones like bassline generator, chord sequencer, drum sequencer, pattern manipulator, polystep sequencer. Like, dude, all of this stuff, just you drop that over something and it is amazing. And if I did a video where I showed all of these, we'd be here for like exactly. So we're just going to talk about what you get and why it's so good. So That's what you get when it comes to production. And not only do you get that, but you get the ability to bring in so Reason uses VSTs, right? You get the ability to go get any VSTs you want. Right now, I'm really on XO and all of the Spectronic stuff, Spectrasonic stuff. I just really love that stuff right now. Anna and all the stuff from Slate is really cool, but you don't need that. You can start right out the gate making amazing music with just what you get from Reason. And that is what no other DAW really does. Like Pro Tools will give you this big old package of stuff, which is cool. You know, they have a bunch of sounds, but it's all over the place. Like this stuff is right here. You say, I want to make an instrument, boom. I want to make some music, boom. It's right there. I think Ableton comes with some stuff. Logic comes with some stuff. They're good sounds, but like the amount of creativity that you can just have at your fingertips with the stuff that Reason gives you, it really can't be touched right now. Not right now. So, and I'm not just a Reason head because I like Logic. One of my best friends, Sim, he uses Logic all day long, makes amazing music. But Reason is my way. Okay, so let's keep going. Right, you get Drum Supply, which is more loops and more samples and more loops. And you get to work with these samples, and Reason has some really great stuff where, like, say you go here, if you have a sample, you can bounce it, you can stretch it, you can disable the stretch so it never syncs unless you make it sync, and you can manipulate that sample using, you know, the transpose and all kind of stuff. And even if you want to get even deeper, you can go into comp edits or editing with pitch or slicing it and changing where stuff falls. Obviously right there though, my pitches are a little off, but hey, you know, you gotta sound real. Like, that's the other thing. So when it comes to producing with Reason, you know, everyone really aspires to have like really good really good vocal tuning, right? And we haven't even gotten to this part, but this part kind of falls in production and it falls into mixing. So if you do Command Shift E or Command E, you get to your effects. Reason built in comes with something that is liking to auto-tune, liking to M-tune, Metatune or M-tune, and it is amazing. Let me see where it is. Let me find it. Where is it? Boom, Neptune Pitch Adjuster. Neptune Pitch Adjuster in itself comes with Reason automatically. It's auto-tune automatically. You don't have to go buy something different. You don't have to go get something different. It's right there. It works great. I like it. I use it. I use auto-tune. I use wave tune and all that other stuff. Wave tune live, whatever. I like that too. But it comes with Neptune. Not only does it come with Neptune, but Reason comes with the ability to manipulate your waves just like using Melodyne. Right here, I can go into here. I can say, hey, I want all of these to be in key. Boom. Correct? We're there. Now, I don't know what's going on here, but I know that when I was singing weird right here in this section, I can go here and I can tighten up my vocal so that I'm hitting the notes that I want to hit even closer. Nobody is giving you that out of the gate. Nobody. It's just not happening. All right. So since we're here, let's go into mixing. What you see here at the top is the rack section, right? This rack section is something that, you know, a lot of people find very intimidating until you know exactly what you're looking at. This is a SSL 4000 or 5000 board. Like, this is real life, what you would walk into a studio and see, and you get to use it every day, and it has most of the same controls that you would get out of it, all the way down to the SSL style bus compressor at the end, which you can use right there. Now, I know there's a bunch of different ones. You know, SSL Logic makes one. Waves, UAD, a million people make the SSL bus compression. Reason comes with it standard. Not only does it have that, it also has the EQ section. Not only can you use it visually, you can throw them on here and you can manipulate them right here in in the window. While you're able to do that, it's making the changes right here in the app. Like, it's doing it. Like, everything you do, it's doing. So, like, I would normally be using this thing to do that, because I like to use this, which I think SSL and Reason should work together, because if this thing controlled this screen and this screen was all tied into this SSL bus, that would be like a match made in heaven. It would take Reason to the next level, but I don't know if they're listening to me. I'm just BenFord. I don't know nothing. Right. Anyway, I mean, the integration process should be pretty easy. It's all right there. It's just code, man. Make it work. So finally, you know, you have this section, you have your fader section, of course, and then you have your sends where you can throw, 8 sends of different effects. Right now I have Valhalla delay, I have Valhalla vintage reverb, Fab Filter, Timeless, Echo Boy, Reverb, all right there. But you don't have to do that. You can go over here to your effects, right? We're looking at our effects section right here. You have RV 7000 reverb. It's amazing. I use that for years, man. Years, and people don't know the difference between any of that. You got amps, if you want to emulate different amps. You get, I don't know if this Audio Mac Retro Transformer, I think it comes with everything standard now, but this thing is freaking crazy. I'll show you what it does. If it pulls up, we'll see if it pulls up, because boom, this thing pulls up and gives you all these different types of sounds. Like if you wanted to go super lo-fi, you can get the vinyl, you can get the spread, you can get all of that right there. You know, not only do you get that, you have the bus compressor that you can throw on any track, and even more SSL style stuff right here. This all comes with it. This all comes with Reason standard. I shouldn't have been on the desk. You can hear me. It all comes with Reason standard. Like, come on. So, let's continue. Recording. Let's talk about recording. There's 3 different ways you can record that I know of. There may be more, but the ones that I use, you probably are gonna like it. Now, with Reason, out the box, you get 2 ways to record, which will get you all the way where you need to be. You get to record MIDI, and you get to record audio. And however many inputs yours has, I use Metric Halo, so I have I have a UL at 8, and that's what I get. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I can record there. There's also the ability, if you hit record source, don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, there we go. If you hit record source and you happen to wanna, let's go to effects. So it's Command Shift F. If you go to Command F, right, and you wanna spice up your track with some old school sounds or some distortion, right? Or if you want to put some 1073 type of sounds in there, you can go get some of these modules and get those and throw them on this track right here and record straight to track, just like if you were using a UAD board, right? Now I use UAD, so if I was using this, I would use this Tube Tech right here. I turn it on, and everything I record into this Tube Tech will print right here on the track, straight through, just like I was using a UAD board. Now, I mean, I don't know about you, but that's pretty cool. And this is using, all right, look, that's for another day. I'm not supposed to be talking about this. But you can record straight through just like that. And I told you I use Waves Tune real time, but Neptune is right there at all times, wherever it is, over here in this area. Neptune, boom, there it is. So let's talk about mastering in Reason. So what you're looking at right now is my master stack, but I have an old school master stack that I used to use. And Reason, if you open up a template for, let's see, these are my templates. Let me see, empty effects. If you wanted to master your music, you have all the metering you need right here. Now I just deleted that. So you have the metering that you need right here. And then if you go here, show effects, and you go right here, they give you everything in a master stack that you actually absolutely need. Right here, you get the equalizer, the M-Class equalizer. I used it for years. It's very, very detailed, very, very fine changes. You can make super minute changes all the way up to like ridiculous, crazy stuff. Like I mean, it's small, but it works. Your stereo imager, you can widen, you can shrink your tracks. You got the master compressor and the maximizer, which gives you what you need so that you can limit the track and get the right export the right levels right here. And Reason does something great. It exports right to MP3, WAV, AIFF, whatever you need, and it's super simple. You just go here, you don't have to do anything. It's gonna export whatever is in between your timeline and the end line right here, which you can move to wherever you need to move. After walking through production, recording, mixing with one of the most renowned boards there is, and mastering, you can decide right now whether you should go to some other DAW, or you could check out Reason. Now, I will tell you, there are a lot of times when I get stuff from people in Pro Tools and I don't transfer it to Reason. I mix it in Pro Tools because Pro Tools is good. But Reason is where I live. Reason has been paying the bills. Reason brings in all the clients. Can't help it. Reason Studios. So check it out. I can't continue doing this all the time without support from you, subscribers. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the bell, and if you can and you feel generous, go ahead and roll over to my Patreon and join up, because that'll help me be able to substantiate this work that I'm doing right now for you. So I'm ProducerBenFord. Thank you for watching. Peace.